And before you say anything, no, I didn't get a camera stand. I am stacking my camera on an iPhone case, a phone charger battery, and some pills. So, anywho, I watched The Bachelorette. This is my Bachelorette review, and you know what? These men are still bitches! Oh my God. First of all, I think, Rachel might have accidentally sent the wrong man home. You sent home Diggy, but you kept Iggy. Iggy's such a bitch. Like, why is it every time Iggy goes and has a conversation with Rachel, he has to talk about other men? This week it was Josiah. And I love how he goes back to Josiah and says, she asked me, why does everybody say everything about Josiah? She never mentioned his name. She said, I heard yelling and I hear that there's tension. Where's the tension coming from? Of course, Iggy bitch ass, Josiah. I like the guy, but I don't think he's genuine. And I have a weird protection over you. First of all, I would eliminate him just for the fact he has some weird protection over her. He wants to protect her. Motherfucker, you just met her. What is there to protect? All these producers, all these cameras, all the security, and you need to protect her by running your mouth like a bitch? Oh my God. Will we ever have a season of The Bachelorette where the men actually are more concerned with themselves and how they look and not other dick in the house? Probably not. Now let's get on to racist, ignorant ass, punk ass Lee. This motherfucker, the way he talked about Kenny to Rachel made me furious, okay? How he was yelling at me and I was afraid for my life, and I don't know, he's so aggressive, and I've never seen that side before. He's not super aggressive, and he didn't berate you for 30 minutes. He told you to keep his name out your fucking mouth and quit going to Rachel, stirring up more shit. He had every reason to dog you the fuck out because you never know when to shut the fuck up. Oh my God. The only two who seem to have their shit together are Dean and Peter. That's it. Now, first, I wasn't moved by Dean because the dimples in his smile, it kind of freaks me out when he's not all the way smiling, but he grinning at you, but it looked like a mask. It's too much. He fine, but in another angle, he not fine. But anyway, Dean had a one-on-one with Rachel, and the one-on-one was actually cute. It wasn't super fucking corny. I mean, yes, they danced to some no-name band at the end of the night. Who the fuck knows? ABC loves to give us music artists that we'll never hear from again. But anyway, and during their one-on-one date, he sits and has a conversation with Rachel about how his mother passed away from cancer when he was a teenager. That whole story, oh my God, I was moved to tears. How at 11, she first get diagnosed, then she get better when he's 14, then she gets re-diagnosed while he's 14, then she died. It's so much. And then he said how his brothers moved out, his sister moved out, his father was barely ever around, so it was basically he had the house to himself from 15 to 18. How hard is that? To lose your mother at such a young age and then lose everybody else around you because they don't know how to grieve properly. And I just feel bad because it feels like in that time in his life, somebody forgot about his feelings. Somebody forgot about how he would feel losing his mother at a young age as a teenager. That is a lot to take in. Rachel herself crying in the beginning of the episode because we don't know the pressures of what it is to be the first Black Bachelorette. I absolutely agree with that. She knows people are gonna call her all types of racist names. She knows people are gonna be expecting her to pick a black man. She knows people are going to want her to just pick a white guy. She knows people are gonna talk about her weave, her dresses, her this, her that, her this, her that. She knew that going in, but I don't think she was anticipating having a group of men that all they do is bicker and bitch and fight and bing and yin and yin and yin all the time. Oh my God. How are you gonna take the word of a man who seems to instigate shit over a man with a child? I feel like Kenny, if he's a single father and he's raising his daughter, he clearly don't come out the pocket like this often. So instead of just believing Lee when he says, he was yelling at me and I didn't know what, how about you go to the man with a child who clearly knows how to treat women and act right, and ask him what tea is. Stop acting like Lee is some kind of victim or he's doing anything. I'm so ready for this racist motherfucker to go home, because I swear to God, if he don't get sent home on a 2-on-1 next week, I'm not watching the season no more, and I'm not gonna review it no more. Even though online, when Rachel said to that one bitch from a previous season who called her show Loving Hip Hop, she said, "Are you watching with Lee? Because y'all got a lot in common." So clearly she know Lee racist. We know Lee racist. Lee know he racist. So when his ass going home is what I need to know. The group date was mad corny, but okay, let's all be on a boat, drinking and shirtless. And Peter rapping was the most odd thing to sit through. It made him fun, and I like because in the beginning of the episode, you see him apologizing to her for all of the drama that's happening in the house. And he says, "We don't know what it's like to be you, especially this season. It's a lot on you. So I'm sorry for what you're going through." He's the only motherfucker who seemed to care about how Rachel is feeling. Iggy just want to run his mouth and be her little lapdog bitch and talk about every other man in the cast except for him lame ass self, like Josiah said. And here's my problem with Josiah. I just think he too much, all right? I don't think he would be a bad fit. I just think he do the most. And I don't think he do the most because the cameras are on. I think he do the most because that's just who he is. That's just his personality. I think he likes to be over the top and do too much. That's just him, okay? But I'm also getting sick of these episodes ending in a to be continued. Can we please go back to the days where at the end of the episode, you gave us a rose ceremony? Damn, I don't want to have to wait till next Monday. And then I'm seeing in the previews that Kenny is bleeding. Who hit who? And if Lee hit Kenny, I hope Kenny laid his ass out. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm so sick of these men. There's only like 4 of them I like. Like, I thought Eric showed a lot of redeeming things today when he when he did his little one-on-one talk with Rachel at the end of the group date. And you know what else I hated about that group date? So Iggy go and talk shit to Rachel. Then he go back to Josiah and he wants to set it up as if he was doing Josiah a favor. I was just telling her, you know, I'm gonna just tell you right now. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? Talk then, motherfucker. Or you could just focus on yourself and not Eric, not Josiah, not Will, not any other man in the cast. Worry about yourself. Like this, oh my God, this season is so obnoxious. I mean, either one of y'all just gonna leave or somebody gonna hit the other one in the face. Cause y'all just, this cast is doing too much. I actually fell asleep. The shit got so boring. I did like her and Dean's date riding a blimp. I haven't seen that on The Bachelorette or The Bachelor yet, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Y'all already know I thought the group date was corny. Y'all already know who I want to go home. And I think that's it on everything I have to say about my review of The Bachelorette. These men just, Iggy need to go home. Lee need to go home. I think Josiah gonna go home just because he do the most, but he don't have to for me. I think Peter is gonna definitely be top 5. Dean is definitely gonna be top 5, and they need to stop discounting Dean just because he's 25. Sometimes you can be 25 and very, very wise. Stop being a hater. Peter's top 5, Dean's top 5. Kenny to me is definitely top 5 regardless of all the bullshit and persecution Lee is like trying to put him through. I think Eric is top 10 material. I don't think he'll make it to top 5. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's my whole review on this episode. Because this season, I mean, y'all making her cry. Y'all acting a fool. It's too much. And before anybody asks me in the comments, no, I'm not making a video talking about Jeffree Star's bullshit video on, oh my God, I'm so sorry. When really, I'm not sorry. I just want you guys to buy my shitty products. I'm not making a video on that racist piece of shit. I talked about it all on my Insta stories and my Snapchat. So if you want to go see my opinion on him in that shitty 15-minute video, shoot on to over one of my social medias. But other than that, this was my Bachelorette review. I hope you guys liked it. Tell me in the comments what you think about Iggy and Lee and who are you ready to see go home. Tell me what you think about Dean and Peter's weird rap. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was just weird. I mean, he was fly, but it was weird. Anywho, like I say at the end of every video, if no one's told you that you're awesome and that they love you, I think you're awesome and I love you. Peace.